First radio interview.
Our guest tonight is a beautiful photographer and art director, curator, someone who I think really understands the frame and I think is challenging.
So it's the end of the day right now. It's nighttime. I always get asked, like, how do I de-stress? Some good old escapism. Yeah. My friend Kaina told me about this game called Gris.
It's pronounced Gris.
I'm pretty sleepy. Okay, let's start a new game. Oh, it's like Ariel. That looks dope. She's so sad. It's pretty cool. I'm walking really slow. This is so cinematic. It's so cool. She's going into the fog. It's pretty sick. The sounds are really cool too. It's very, very cinematic. Oh, I can jump. I don't know if I'm supposed to be looking for something, but I'm just walking through this beautiful, sad, destroyed world. I feel like every good hero has a little sidekick. Oh, that's so cool. It's a stingray. Can I go on him? Nope. Okay, looks like I'm activating some type of galactic connection between. Okay, so gris means gray, so the world is very gray, and then I suppose you probably bring back the colors a little by little. It's pretty cool. Red was actually the last color that humans learned, in fact. I feel like this game is actually putting me to sleep because it's so, like, relaxing, calm. The sounds are very dreamy. Okay, I got this mystery box. Dun, 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 dun.
It's like a severed hand.
Oh my god, the bottom of it looks frightening. Hey. That's some nice ass stationery, dude. They put my name on that. Thank you, Red Bull. Oh my god, it's so cute.
was chatting with Glenda a little bit before we all came out here, and I was trying to remember how I found her work, and it was definitely through Instagram. I think it was through following UIC's UIC's art school. So one of like the best things about this program, and I do a lot of other curatorial work, is that it gives me a great excuse to be like a big fangirl and like creep on other artists who I think are doing great work. And when I came across her work, I was just blown away because it's, I mean, super vibrant. It's really interesting. She works a lot in the realm of self-portraiture, but really is super self-aware and twists the gaze and the lens back to the viewer, and is really manipulating the role of social media in that way. And also, one thing that we just discussed is, while her work is like rooted in photography, and I think generally starts there, she's really pushing the boundaries and ideas and questioning what that can mean from as a medium and also disciplinarily. So I think more than any other photographer that we've had on this stage, what may start as a photo ends up looking something really, really different, super surreal, obviously manipulated, but in really intentional ways that I think bring her gaze and the viewer into a really interesting conversation. So,
thank you for that introduction. So my name is Glenda, and I started photography. And you know, these things really do become internalized within ourselves. And so I was thinking, like,
thank you so much.
So I have all my little cuttings here, and now I'm gonna cut them even smaller. So this is a little node, and this is like where it's gonna root from. So you have to cut here, and then you cut here. She turned out super cute. Okay, so over a month has gone by since I put the little cuttings in water. Today we're going to be transporting those little leaves into a pot, and then it'll be a brand new plant. It's literally magic. This is a plant that I took cuttings from. It looks kind of similar to where it was. It hasn't grown that much. Let's plant these babies. I also thought that this would be a good opportunity to answer some of the questions that y'all have been asking me the past few months on my Instagram stories. This is a little propagation station that we had. All of the leaves rooted except for the 2 ones that were in here. I thought maybe it was like a bacteria problem, so I put 2 leaves in this mason jar because all of the ones in this one like really prospered. The leaves rooted like a day after, so it definitely was something about this. Maybe I didn't do a good enough job washing it and there was chemicals, or I don't really know. Have you tried LSD? No, I have not tried LSD. How'd you learn to edit so well? Are you self-taught? So yeah, thank you. I did learn how to edit on my own, just from playing and experimenting on Photoshop when I was like in middle school. I used to make PowerPoints for fun, so you know, it was just a natural progression. How did you find your design and overall style? I love your work. Thank you very much, Kate. I found my style by trying to not find my style, if that makes any sense. When I was younger, I felt a lot of pressure to make work that looked like other people's work. And as I get older, I just find that doing that isn't as fulfilling. So I just try to stay playful. So this is the only one that didn't grow anything. It looks like a little leaf is coming out, but there's no roots at all. Will you marry me? You're gonna have to be a little bit more creative about your proposal, and then we'll see. What inspired you to start combating this misrepresentation of women? So when I make work, I'm not intentionally making work about women, but I make work about my personal experiences. So right now I'm making work about what it's like to grow up as a femme on the internet. My work is a direct reflection of me and my experiences, my thoughts and feelings. Have you ever calculated your natal chart? So I actually did when I was a freshman in high school. The woman that I was living with, she was very much into that type of thing. And so she read my thing. She had like a thick stack of papers that outlined my entire life. But I don't really remember what she said. Are you proud to be Guatemalan? Of course. I am a very proud Japina. How you afford equipment/tools for art? I pretty much exclusively make money through my art, and it's not very much. So I don't really have a big budget for my art, but everything that I make in some way ends up coming back to my art. The last time I got paid, it was for creative directing something for the first time, and also for photographing someone. And all of that money is going to go to my new laptop, because I've had my laptop since I think it's 7 years old now, since I graduated high school. My laptop is on its last thread. Every time I turn it on, it makes a really scary noise. I've dropped it down lofts, like it's barely hanging on, but I'm still, you know, making the best out of it. But I can't wait to get a new laptop. The great thing about photography for me is I've developed a way to not have to spend that much money to make my art. So I'll use Photoshop, and sometimes I'll buy things and return them. Where do you get these fire outfits? Thank you. I pretty much thrift all of my clothes. Thrifted over a really, really long period of time, like years. That's pretty much it. What products do you use for your on fleek eyebrows? Thank you. I honestly feel like I just have good genes. Like, currently I've been using this little CoverGirl eyebrow like pomade. I initially bought it to draw a mustache, but then I started using it on my eyebrows and I've been liking how it looks, so that's what I've been using. What's your fave skincare product that works? I can't use anything with like a fragrance or anything like that, so I tend to not really use skin products. So far, coconut oil has been my favorite. I like that I can use coconut oil as a makeup remover. I can use it as a body moisturizer. I could put it on my face. I could put it in my hair, and it's never broken me out. I know for some people it doesn't work, but that's probably like the ultimate like skincare product for me, because I can think of other oils that I like, but they're far more expensive and I could never like slather them all over my body. ¿Cuándo vienes a Alemania? I would love to go to Germany anytime soon. I would love to show my art there and go. That would be so cool. I've only stayed in the US, Guatemala, and Mexico, so really going there or anywhere would be super cool. What do you use to edit your photos and videos? I use Photoshop, Premiere Pro, and and After Effects. Advice for someone starting out in film and photography. Yeah, I guess I would say just go outside and shoot. When I first started out photography, I just used to take my camera everywhere, literally everywhere. I would take my camera to school, I would take my camera to the grocery store. I would just take it everywhere. Shoot as much as you possibly can and then play around with that stuff. The more variation of things that you shoot, I think the easier it is for you to understand like what you want to do, what type of stuff do you like and enjoy shooting. Don't be afraid of making cheesy things. Sometimes the weirdest things that I've made have been my most favorite things because they helped me get to where I am now. So definitely just take risks, don't be judgmental, shoot a lot, and share your work. I think that's super important. Even if you don't have an audience, I think it just makes you a more confident person. And if you're writing about your work, that's even better because then you're getting better at talking about your work. Look at photos, study photographers, see what people have made already. A lot of you ask me what inspires me, and I think that's just a hard question for me to answer in a few words. Maybe that would be a good video idea. I could just make a video about the things that inspire me. I put the leaves all around the pot so that when it grows, it kind of vines down in a circle, and then once I propagate more, I'll probably fill in the top. But yeah, I'm gonna put this one that barely rooted in this pot, and we'll see if it grows. Probably won't, but maybe it will. Maybe once you're with your friends, you'll grow. There you have it. Here's our beautiful plant. What's that?
What is that?